Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to CSL 2017 to 2018 season. We are in week number 8, the pseudo postseason. Who is we? Well, we is Wivrex and Golgi app.
Hello.
Hello, and we are here to bring you an exciting Lehigh versus Carnegie Mellon game. I'm not sure which week this was supposed to be scheduled in. But we can tell you a bit about the teams. Carnegie Mellon is 5-1, losing only to. Hold on. It says they have 2 losses recorded to ETS and Pittsburgh. But their record's 5-1. I think they might actually be.
They have wins over 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's a 4-2 at least by the record there.
Maths.
So I guess 5-1 is wrong. Yeah. Because they
Lehigh,
say they wins over Ruger, Villanova, Penn State, and Princeton. That's 4, right?
Yep, 4. And then a loss to ETS and Pittsburgh, which Lehigh has won over Penn State and Villanova, but lost to ETS as well, Princeton, Pittsburgh, and Rutgers. So
both these teams, I had to look at the pronunciation for.
well,
They're words you don't really see often.
Carnegie is named after, I don't know his first name, but Carnegie, the steel baron of the Industrial Revolution that you probably didn't learn about in school in Canada.
No, did not.
And Lehigh is a town name in a lot of states, but I don't believe that's what they are named for.
Yeah, surprised that there was actually, when I looked it up, there's so many cities in America named Lehigh. But I've never heard of it. I mean, I guess I haven't been to America enough.
I think we're probably getting ready to go here.
Yeah. I mean, all the players are in. I think we just need to do some flips and we should be good to go. Maybe they will do the in-lobby flipping. Have you seen that? Like the system flips for you?
Yeah, I think Echo League had a bot to do all that, right?
Yeah, but it doesn't need a bot anymore. I think they added a new thing in the lobby itself.
Part of the game?
Yeah, like it makes a pop-up happen, and it does a simulated coin flip, like where like a coin literally spins between, and then it has both sides has a team logo on it, if the team has a logo. If not, it has a Dire Radiant logo on it, and it flips to one side, and then actually not Dire logo, because you had, but anyways, it has some logos on the other side. I just saw the team logos when I did it before, and then it gives a team choice to who won the flip, Radiant or Dire or pick, and they can. There's a pop-up that does everything for you in game, which is really cool.
That's very nice. Yeah, that's something they probably should have added or needed for quite a while.
Yeah, it's just these little like quality of life things, right? Because they don't prioritize obviously updating that kind of stuff into the game because it's for a very niche part of the community, which is like your competitive lobby running, tournament scene, which always had admins to do it, but it's nice to finally get that.
Definitely. So, the team names here looks like I can't tell who's which. I'm assuming CMU is Carnegie Mellon, but Ned is the Lehighanites. They are No Electric Dog is their team name. Is what it's
whatever that means. You know what that means?
Arc Warden apparently, because their logo is Arc yeah. Warden crossed out with double Midas.
Why is that Electric Dog? I get electric, but why is it a dog? Is it an electric dog. Rat? Is it a rat?
I feel like yeah, electric rat would be a great name for it.
Yeah. On the wait screen, you have our pictures reversed. It's because the assets constantly update, and then they constantly flip our sides.
No, this is the first time. Actually, I didn't even look because typically I'm always on the right and you're always on the left. I didn't even look.
Sometimes they flip. Because when I was casting with Carlton on Tuesday, they flipped it on me too, so I had to make sure I put those around. But I mean, it's not a big deal. It's not our actual faces. It's our just imagined icons, depending on our in-game name. Apparently, we got delayed because of some vainglory issues. Have you played that game?
I've not. I don't even know what type of game it is.
It's like a MOBA, I believe. I actually haven't even really seen it. Vainglory? Let's look it up. I think it might be mobile. I'm not sure. Don't take my word for that. Vainglory. MOBA perfect for touch. That sounds like a... yeah, it's the, I believe, like one of the only competitive phone-based MOBAs.
Unless you're at World Cyber Arena, then they have the Dota mobile game as competitive. The rip-off Chinese one. You heard about that, right?
Well, I mean, there's so many of those. What's the one you're thinking of called?
Oh, God, who even knows?
Oh, someone's getting a call.
Yep. My new operations manager loves to wait till I'm casting to try and call me.
What a guy. You gonna take it?
Nope.
All right. Oh my God.
I will finish
Look at
this swapping the assets for our talk screen when we are out of the game. Wow, that is an incredible super double dragon flag.
Yeah, look at that poster. They even added the Arc Warden face on one of the characters. That's really cool.
That's commitment. I think someone is going to school for art and design.
Yeah. I mean, I hope their actual work is better than that, but that's hilarious. All right, Morphling being banned. Man, have you been seeing this character? I actually did not know he was enabled in Captain's mode, but I guess he is. This guy.
I remember he was doing
he
terribly
is nuts.
at first.
He is
right?
nuts. He is absolutely broken. I ban him every single game I play, just in case I run into one of them. He is nuts. Like
he was really underpowered right at 707, right? Did changes in B or C really enable him?
I don't know if he got it at the start of the patch or it's one of those patches, but you know his morph doesn't cost mana anymore.
That was in 707, I think.
Right. I must be some kind of numbers buff then, because the hero is nuts. Like Morphling before was, only good at late game, right? Now he's good at every phase of the game. The guy, because he has morph doesn't cost mana, right? So you can get super tanky and back to damaging, super tanky back to damaging in lane, like without worrying about mana. And he is super hard to kill in the early phase of the game.
Yeah, with no mana cost on
morph.
So how do you kill him? Like typically you got to run him out of mana so he can't stop shifting.
Yep. Because the thing is, if he uses all of his mana to go to strength, then he can't do any more damage. So he has to either get mana back somehow or go back to the fountain to get mana to be able to shift back into agility, right? So during laning phase, harassing him was very efficient. But now it's now he can just go back and forth. Like he takes he's taking big damage. Any kind of damage he's taking, he just shifts to strength and then shifts back to agility right back, and it's no problem. And he's impossible to kill in the early game with anyone with normal amount of damage, because he also always has mana for waveform as well. And also, those heroes that usually counter them, diffusal carriers or anti-mage, doesn't counter him anymore.
Right.
I mean, he obviously lost the fact that he can't, teleport around with his ulti anymore. But that's such a small thing. Do you know also his ulti, when his new morph? When he transforms into someone and then transforms back, he transforms back to his initial health and mana value.
Oh, wow. So
what that means,
like
if he's Yeah. If he's 100 health, right? He's 100% health. Or let's say he's taking the damage, say 80% health. And he's swaps himself with another enemy anti-mage or something. right? And then you almost kill the Morphling in his anti-mage form at like 10% health, and he shifts back into Morphling at 80% health and like full mana.
So farming is a lot less safe for him because he lost his ability to just replicate swap.
No, split pushing is harder for him.
Right, yeah. But
Farming is safer now because he has the infinite shift.
Oh, well, I mean, like, kind of similar to Ember Spirit, where he could farm in really aggressive places, like under their high ground, because if they try to do anything, he's just gone instantly. But now he'll have to actually make it out.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think that mostly hurts not farming, because his farming is still pretty damn good. It doesn't hurt farming, it just hurts split pushing.
Right.
But yeah, the guy is crazy. And I mean, I love the new morph ability because when I was just starting, when I just started playing Dota, I just did not get Morphling as a hero because, as a newbie, you hear about a hero called Morphling, and he has an ability called Morph, and he's made out of water. You expect he, change his form or whatever, but he did not. He just made an illusion of you. Now he actually does. So I think flavorfully it makes sense, but my God, it's like, a Rubik, except like, I mean, I'm not going to say it's better all the time because obviously you can't steal ultimates and you can't do it from a very far range, but it kind of takes away Rubik's identity slightly.
I've played 5 games on Morphling, never won a single one of them.
Have I played
that
any
hero
game
intimidates me.
I'm going to check if I play any games in Morphling. Let's see. How do I check stats? There's still many heroes I have not played a single game as. Where are you? I have played 3 games as Morphling, really. 1 wins and 2 losses.
Well, doing better than me then. All right, let's see. Picks coming out. Pudge. I guess Pudge is still just Pudge, right? He's typically still played as a 4, and still has very, very good relevance into the late game with.
Yeah, he can also hook runes now.
Oh yeah, that's.
It's really good. It really is good because it also refunds your mana back. So contesting for enemy bounty runes is super easy. You just throw a hook in there every 2 minutes, and if your enemy isn't there, you get the bounty rune for free. If the enemy is there, a lot of times you actually hook the enemy who took the bounty rune.
Yeah, you're gonna, if you have people with you, you're getting either a bounty or you're getting a kill. Especially on like if you go for the level 1 rune, which you don't typically want to go level 1 hook, but let's say you've got other good slows or something like that, then yeah, you can
dual breath.
Yeah, exactly, like dual breath. Then you can pull that guy away from his team and then let everyone else keep him there while y'all beat the crap out of him.
Yeah. So I like these bans here from CMU. They ban anti-mage and then they ban Storm Spirit afterwards, which is good because they don't have the pick priority after the second phase ban. And if you ban anti-mage, I think Storm Spirit is a super easy pick right now.
5 seconds remaining.
The hero is really, really, really good.
Yeah, Carnegie Mellon, they're getting that Winter Wyvern pick that we see him actually banned most of the time in the first phase. This doesn't get banned this time around. They are going to pick that up, as well as a Clockwork. Clockwork and a Winter Wyvern. I'm wondering if they want to get maybe... No, they don't have to. They don't have to pick Invoker. They've already picked the Puck, so they're not super worried about an Invoker just dropping Sunstrike on Cold Embraced people, which is sad day for Winter Wyvern.
And Invoker is a tough pick right now. He is not so strong in the meta, and he has a really hard time winning his lane. Obviously, has always been the case. And Puck is a very strong laner. If Puck goes mid, because Puck off lane is also just as viable.
That is true.
All right, we haven't seen this guy in a little bit. Although not that he was been out for a very long time. I think I just haven't seen him in like a couple of weeks at the very least.
Yeah. And the times
so
that
a
we
lot
have
of
seen him, the thing that we always see is that they lack damage to put into the chrono, right?
yeah, and I mean so far this draft doesn't really have a lot of damage into Chrono either. Of course, Winter Wyvern can set up a good Chronosphere. Because Winter Wyvern can start with the Curse, obviously, and Faceless Void can just follow it up. Of course, Faceless Void just got remember to be patient with the Chrono, because if they use it at the same time, then it's a Nunbow.
Yeah.
So hopefully, hopefully they get more damage here.
I think Zeus would be a really good pick here into what they have currently, as well as who they're facing. Disrupting.
Zeus is okay, but he struggles against Puck a little bit. That's the problem.
Is there any who right now doesn't struggle against Puck? Right, Puck is a pretty strong laner. Who could they get that would
Skywrath Mage?
Skywrath. Hey, that combos very well with the Void.
It does, but Skywrath Mage unfortunately isn't amazing, but he is a great laner, and he can beat Puck because Puck can't not essence shift. He can't phase shift all of his arcane bolts because arcane bolts are on such a short cooldown.
Yep, and the his silence is instant, right? So he can't dodge it.
Yep. So he needs to pick up a quick Yules, preferably also Lincoln later. But you can't really. It's hard to play around that, especially if there's a Faceless Void, enemy team Faceless Void chronos you, and then you're absolutely destroyed. Oh my goodness. Okay, it's a full team fight ulti team here from Carnegie.
No Electric Dog has already picked up their supports, but obviously a silencer would be really great here.
You could still go mid silencer off lane Puck.
That's true.
If they really want to. Yeah, but there is... I have not seen a full team fight team in a little while, as in like teams with such long cooldowns, like one of those teams where if they win a team fight after blowing all their ultis, actually like they cannot take any fight for the next like minute or two, and they can even lose objectives after winning team fights because their team just respawns and pushes down mid and you can't do anything because you don't have any ultis. This is one of those teams, right? Faces Void Tidehunter. It's kind of classic, but of course it's super scary to fight into. It's one of those teams, I think, the high difficulty of playing this team, and one of the big skill things you can do with this team is just threaten those ultis, but don't fire them. Because if you push as a fight with this team, the other team doesn't really want to come into a fight. So you just kind of use that and don't use your ultimates to just take objectives. Because the moment you use those cooldowns, you better win a huge team fight and then take a lot of objectives because you're going to be really weak for the next 2 minutes.
Yeah, and it can work a lot. I notice when that happens, and
Cryptic is saying CMU is actually banning every hero we don't want to see in pubs. Fair enough. There is a Nice Talker, Spirit Breaker, Shadow Fiend, Anti-Mage, Storm Spirit, and Invoker. Yeah, this is actually pretty good. It's pretty damn good. I like it. So Sniper going to be the final pick. He can throw damage into the Chrono, but he needs some levels, though. He needs levels and items. So in the early game, he won't be able to help too much. Shrapnel is okay. He's a total that's a lot, but it's not exactly you wouldn't really call it a combo with Faces Void. But the idea is Winter Wyvern can keep people at bay. Clockwork also great frontline. Faces Void Tidehunter great frontliners, and then you have to make your way through all these tanky ass heroes to make it into the sniper in the back. All right, what does Lehigh got here for us? That is Lehigh and Dyer, right?
That is correct.
Right.
All right, so it's the full name of Carnegie Mellon is the CMU Venom Fan Club. This will probably be the offlane Brewmaster, but there is still the potential that it's mid. He would ruin Sniper's day, definitely.
That is very true. Yeah, it's very considerable. They could definitely consider middle lane Brew. And Brewmaster and Puck both kind of fill the same role in the mid-late game. They're kind of, obviously just initiators who lap damage in a little bit of ways. But No problem for them there because they got Luna as their carry, who is one of the highest damage output heroes. If she can, stay in the fight.
Yeah. All right.
I'm excited for some hooks. Haven't seen Pudge in a while.
All right, and as usual, this is a league game here with C-Star League, so we like to introduce you to who the players are and who they will be playing today. On the Carnegie Mellon side, here on the Radiant, it is going to be Clockwork, being played by Solo Brow. We have Yumi on the Winter Wyvern. Sniper will be played by CZA, is his name. Saul on Faceless Void, and finally, Public Player on the Tidehunter.
And over on Lehigh, we have Victor playing Brewmaster. Oira M666 on the Puck. Echo Yang on the Pudge. Assault on Luna. And finally, Last Call on the Chikiro. Like there might be a little bit of engagement here on the bottom. Victor finding Yumi, rather.
Yep.
Just gonna do some
Lehigh's
damage.
here.
Echo Yang actually has hook. Takes the hook.
Oh, he get it! They grab Faceless Void, but he's got his time leap, so he'll be able to jump out of there. They are going to have to sacrifice this rune, though. Immediately, Carnegie Mellon pings out the other rune and says, alright, we're going to have to get this for ourselves, then.
Yeah, I think it actually worked out in favor of Carnegie because that forced Pudge to go hook level 1, which is quite weak. You want the level 1 rod for the potential first blood. It's really hard to get first blood with Meat Hook.
Alright, so it is going to be an offlane Brewmaster, but he'll still be able to ruin the hitting of Faceless Void.
Oh yeah. If they're only dual laning this, Brewmaster should be able to easily win this lane. And he's going to be pulling this lane to stack it up. So he will guarantee to hit some good levels here. Meanwhile, top public players can slow down, but this is a moment when Echo Yang really wished he had the rod. But it looks like it might not matter. Yeah, the second lunar beam comes out, and that's all they need. He did not need rot in the first place. No one needs rot. You got dual breath.
Getting some FPS, bad FPS drops and lockups here on my Computron. So, bear with me a moment. Let me get this fixed up for you guys. Figure out why the hell it's doing this.
What's going on?
Just getting lockups in Dota.
What's going on, buddy?
I don't know.
So Echo Yang does hit level 2 on that Pudge. He gets the rot, which will be a threat to public player here on the Tidehunter. Of course, Kraken Shell doesn't do much against the magic damage.
Oh, Victor is looking like he's in a little bit of trouble getting body blocked up and taking a lot
He
of
is.
battery assault damage. Now, a couple more shots. Yumi, no, he's going to be able to make it under the tower. Oh, boy. Salving up, and he'll be back into the fight. Drunken Haze probably doing a considerable amount of work there.
Yeah, there was a lot of misses coming out. It looks like Echo Yang misses the top bounty against public player. We'll be able to steal that away. And regen being found by the Clockwork. He's going to be happy with that one.
It's only level 1, though. CZA is really flexing his muscle here. Sniper, very annoying to lane against.
Yeah. Man, Victor's taking so much damage bottom against Yumi's Arctic Burn. That spell is absolutely ridiculous.
He's doing a good job staying in this, though. Healing up as much as he can, getting plenty of XP. He's having a really good time.
Yeah, lane's pretty going better than I expected here for Carnegie.
For Lehigh,
Master's
for
getting
Dire or
harassed
Radiant?
considerable amounts. For Radiant, because I thought
Carnegie.
this Carnegie then, yeah, this Brewmaster was gonna screw
Run
up
over the
this
lane,
face
yeah.
void a lot, but oh my god, he Soul is barely missing. I swear to God, every single time I turn to watch him get drunken haze, he misses like
There
nothing.
you go.
Look,
Perfect.
again,
Look.
like just
You're right,
75% miss chance. Like the guy is absolutely crazy with his luck. There's a smoke and pudge in the mid lane. If he can get a hook, this would be an easy kill, but of course Sniper has a very long range will farm safely with. Echo Yang
He's
gets
gonna get
discovered.
spotted, yeah.
Yeah. Smoke gets popped. Yeah, ganking a Sniper is a little hard. Public player contesting a pull here. Or a stack rather. Trying to go for a bounty. I think we wouldn't get it. Just takes some damage and leaves the lane. But he's doing fine. Not a lot of last hits, only 2 last hits, but he is staying not on par, but somewhat close to the levels.
Golgi, can you do me a favor? Look at Tidehunter's portrait.
Yeah.
Does he look like he's a little chilly there with his bottom jaw?
Chili? Oh, is it shaking for you?
It's like it looks like his teeth are chattering.
No, it looks normal to me.
That's silly.
Is it like multiple instances of Tidehunter? There's a lot of teeth there or something like that. Sometimes I had like portraits stacking on top of each other.
No, it was just like jittering up and down really fast. But I clicked off and clicked back. It is fixed now. Silly. He did get dual breasts, so maybe he was a little chilly while he was on
Bottom.
fire.
There's a
It's
hook.
gonna be a hook. It catches onto Yuumi, and now they're gonna use the smash, and they will clean up that kill for themselves. Soul now.
Soul's
taking
gonna
a
need to
little bit
time
damage.
lock,
He's gonna have
yeah.
to time lock back. He does.
We'll see if Soul chooses to go the Mask of Madness in this game or not. I think it's a great item if you want to go for a early pickoff on Faces Void because it gives you a lot of solo kill potential, or just being able to kill someone with 2 people there. Very easy to do with the Mask of
Oh,
Madness.
hook! It's gonna hit onto CZA now. He's gonna try and TP out immediately. It is gonna go through. He is safe, safe, safe. Very good recognition there. Immediate TP as soon as the hook landed.
Yeah. Yeah, one of those recognitions that obviously any worse player might take a second or 2 thinking about, and then that's just enough to die.
Laning phase is going pretty even here. Safe lane to safe lane, mid to mid, last hits and everything looks about the same. The only winner
Mid lane,
here is-
CMU actually again gone on.
Oh,
2 more last hits? Oh,
One
one is
half.
all he needs. Yeah, Solo Bro kind of went aggressive, trying to cancel Puck's clarity, and Oira just turned it around and killed him instead. Is going to use this opportunity to take this shrine. So far, Pudge pretty successful in his rotations. 2 kills already. Bottom, Victor might get caught here. Is there a slow coming up from Yuumi? No, he has no Arctic Burn.
he's got the.
Victor's gonna
Oh,
be
he's
okay.
gonna cog him up, but it will force him into safety.
Yeah, if Yuumi had the Arctic Burn there, that was a kill. But of course, Winter Wyverns usually use Arctic Burn off cooldown rather than saving it for situations.
Lehigh's putting a ton of pressure into public player. There's not a lot he can do here. Might even be losing his tier 1 pretty quickly.
Yeah, it is a
Liquid Fire's going
Jakiro.
into it. It's only level 1 liquid fire, but you know, even level 1 liquid fire is pretty good for safe tower
Yeah,
damage.
the attack slow actually does a lot to the tower because it means the creeps aren't getting cleared as fast, and that means just a lot longer tower pushing situation. In the mid, Echo Yang getting caught, but Cogs misses again. But he is under shrapnel. Victor's coming in.
Oh, he's gonna dodge the hook. They've got the Dream Coil gets used onto Solo Brow. Now Solo Brow trying to go into the pit. They've used Split as well. Primal Split. Solo Brow trying to make his way away.
Wow,
Is
he's
actually gonna get the
moving away.
cogs down and could be making his way
But
away. But that
Sniper-
puts Sniper in a really bad position. They're all gonna turn onto him, and that's an easy cleanup.
Yeah, that's what they wanted. They don't care where the clock works. Sniper's the one they want. Victor, great recognition. Just he sent the fire and the earth bruling at the clockwork, but sent the air bruling right at the sniper and cyclone them up, which meant, oh, Clockwork's getting away. Whatever, guys.
We have plenty of time to rotate. Yep.
Yeah. Looks like there's gonna be a deny in the top tower. Yeah, there it is. Luna immediately TP's bottom. She wants to pressure all these outer towers. Smoke in mid lane by Echo Yang.
They're trying to run that face. This TP from Clockwork. He's going to jump back and they'll get the attention that they need for him. In the mid,
Victor.
you see smoke up. Echo Yang, yeah, he's still on the hunt right now, rotating down to the bottom.
Victor's out of mana, but he does have the Soul Ring, which is a great item.
Oh, they're going to use the coil onto Sniper. Now he pops it and then immediately gets hooked. Not good. You don't want to pop that anymore. They had Yuumi here who could have bought him a little time maybe.
Yeah, I think Aura has picked up a kill every single time with this Dream Coil. Yeah,
it's been used like off cooldown.
Yeah, he has 3 kills and used 3 Dream Coils, so very good.
Solo Brow's getting circled on right now. Echo Yang ready with the hook if he needs it, but Victor and Assault more than going to be able to do it themselves. Cleaning
that
up
was rough.
Cutting the wave, and then they'll be ready to go straight into the tower damage. This is going to let Jakiro also is here just soaking up XP for himself. Great job from Lehigh.
Clockwork could have went up, but towards Pudge, or went down towards Luna and Brewmaster. So it was like a pretty rough
rock and a hard
between
place.
A rock and a hard place. Yeah. Either way, I think he dies there at that point. If he goes towards Pudge, he gets slowed down by Rot, and then eventually get caught up by Brewmaster and Luna.
Now, it looks like Carnegie are in a bad spot. You know, lots of pressure coming down, but really, this is what they need to be doing, is kind of maybe allowing some objectives to fall, because they really need Sniper and Void to get some more items, right? They can't afford to fight right now. They can't fight.
No, I mean, their team is incredibly powerful in the mid game once they get all their ultis online and they start grouping. But, you know, it's about getting there and not losing too much on the way.
So they have lost 2 tier 1s, and that's, you know, they want to keep this mid one up. It would be nice to keep the bottom one for that sort of pseudo safety in their jungle, but it is one of the least important towers for Radiant. It is, I would say, it's the least important one, right?
Yeah, the bottom, that's the safe lane tower. Safe lane for both sides, really. Those towers are pretty weak and kind of a death trap. In the Radiant jungle, they find Clockwork.
Yeah, Solo Brow gets hooked up. Now they turn around, Ravage from public player. They're trying to do the damage. The Eclipse is coming out now. They use the Primal Split as well. It's going to hit the Tidehunter, but here comes the first Chronosphere of the game. It's going to catch Luna. Luna goes down now. They're turning around onto Echo Yang. He doesn't get the kill onto public player. The Primal Split trying to come around, doing as much damage as he can to public player. Public player is going to try and juke him out. There goes another shot. Oh, Victor will finally get him. The rest of the team has showed up, and they've turned around. They claimed a kill onto the Sniper, and they need to be careful, because now Jakiro gonna throw down the Macro Pyre. Saul and Winter Wyvern. No, they don't want to lose everyone from this fight. He is gonna be able to time walk back, and that will be safety from Saul. But giving up a sniper kill in the meantime. Still, were able to defend and get some good resistance in their first fight, and I think that'll be really important for momentum of this game.
Yeah. This fight isn't over though. Last call getting slowed down. Can they
pull up? Yep, this is gonna hit. Assassination comes through. They will be able to claim the Jakiro. That's going to help Sniper a little bit get back into this, getting very close to his Mask of Madness.
Wow, the 5 recap actually caught all that. That was a 4-for-3. Actually make that a 5-for-3 with Echo Yang getting another kill on Solo Brew. So still the momentum heavily on the Dire side.
This poor Clockwork is origami paper.
Yeah. He's like, what level is he? Still level 4? Yeah, that really hurts. Jakiro's level 7, for some context.
Echo Yang is pumping the hook.
And this, like, Radiant jungle is kind of owned right now by Lehigh. So, which makes it really rough because Faceless Void isn't a place to farm, but a lot of times he's getting pushed out. He is going for the Battle Fury. Alright, so he isn't going to go for the Mask of Madness. I do like that. I find a lot of Faces Void, something that like kind of bothers me is a lot of Faces Void recently have been just kind of blindly going Mask of Madness, no matter what the game is.
Even
And
if
I
they don't have good
think,
kill potential.
yeah, and they need to be farming the early game, or like that there's way too much damage on the other team. Because you don't want to go Mask of Madness when the enemies have a lot of damage that can throw into your own Chronosphere, because then you just kill yourself, right? Because you silence yourself, so you cannot time walk, so you don't have defensive capabilities. Meanwhile, this guy Eclipse committed to kill a public player.
Right, Sniper almost done with his Mask of Madness. Void still farming up in the jungle as much as he can. We've got a smoke. They're inside the jungle. They want to stop more pressure onto this tier 2 at least. They've done a good job defending their mid tier 1.
They might slow down Echo.
Arctic burn, yeah.
No.
He's not going to be able to catch anyone. Oira gets out of there as well.
Solo Brew's been farming a little bit in the jungle, so Solo Brow, rather. He is going to get his level 6 soonish. Probably a couple more jungle camps will get him there. Very important level for him, obviously.
Question, Golgi. Is Solo Brow just another nickname for a unibrow?
Yeah, he's gotta be here.
Alright, they're going to try and put the pressure into the tier 1 mid here. They want to claim as much map advantage as they can here in the early game. Oh, no.
Yeah.
Fortification committed. No response here from Carnegie.
Yeah, fortification clip bought them a couple more seconds, but Yuumi using that Splinter Blast to keep them off. But it's only a level 1 Splinter Blast. Did focus leveling the Arctic Burn instead, so actually don't have a lot of good lane clearing potential here.
Alright, Battle Fury's done for Void, and he wants to farm with this, but they've got it. He's got to commit these Chronos for some fights.
He saw the ancient stack here. It would be in his interest if he can take it safely to take that.
Don't let Luna have that.
It is only a single stack though, so it isn't too important. But he's just trying to stay as safe as possible.
All right.
Yeah, he does find it. Yeah, there he goes. He's gonna like that a lot. He's gonna take a lot of damage from it though. He's going to time walk
He can
a
time
little
walk
bit.
it, yeah.
He isn't. He could have gotten 2 time walks there.
Oh no, okay.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Puck could have stopped that in its tracks.
Yeah. It was nighttime, thankfully. If it wasn't nighttime, that was a dream coil and you were dead.
Scan comes out here at top on the secret shop. It catches Yuumi, so Lehigh look like they want to come in here. The Echo Yang could be here to find him. Yes, he's going to find him.
Nice.
Gets the hook through, drops that ward immediately into Dismember, and now Assault is probably going to try and clean up this kill. Oh, they do get a Golden Bryce buying a little bit of time, but another... No! Hookshot comes forward. There we go. It's catching into Assault.
Nice
but
hook.
now Eclipse is
Oh
used.
my
and Solo
god.
Brow gets completely blown up. Tidehunter gets Ice Path by last call. Is making his way away. Has to be careful. He could get hooked here. Hook is off cooldown. Oh, he tries to go for the prediction, but he's not going to find it. Tidehunter will be able to get out of there, but that's 2 kills. That's going to buy them some space to push this tier 2. Saul is here, but they're going to need Sniper as well. Sniper has the Mask of Madness, but is just hanging around mid. They can't give up too many more objectives, or else they won't have safe areas to farm. Meanwhile, Brewmaster's in the bottom. Another hook comes out. It's going to catch onto Saul. Now, there we go. Oh, immediately good Chrono into 2. They catch Puck. They catch the Pudge. But Saul goes down immediately to Oira, turning it around. The Sniper will be able to get a kill onto Oira. The Puck going down. Solo Brow, once again, made of tissue paper, is getting hampered by his own cogs almost. But will make it out of there. CZA doing quite a bit of damage. CZA is starting to come online with the Chrono combo. I think this is the space that Lehigh will be able to generate themselves with pushes is going to start getting smaller and smaller.
Yeah, these Chrono Spheres have been on point. And as we saw, like the Faces Void got completely like taken apart there. Even with his own Chrono, he took so much damage from just the Jakiro and stuff like that.
Yeah,
and he is actually opting out to go for Mask of Madness after his Battle Fury. I guess he does feel like he needs more damage, but I don't know, man.
Yeah, I definitely think he needs to farm. Uses Chronos as utility, let Sniper put the damage into the Chrono, and just keep farming. So that he can get bigger, better items.
It's a good point. Mask of Madness is a good farming item, if that's the reason he's getting it.
Yeah, but I mean, he's already got the Battle Fury. Like, he can farm with that, skip the Mask of Madness, let Sniper and his Mask of Madness safely put the damage into the Chrono. I
Yeah.
agree with what you were saying originally, is that it's a bit of a questionable pickup, but it has its uses.
Oh,
it has its
Soul,
reasons.
like it found.
Soul is going to get hooked immediately into the Dismember and is just completely taken out. And this is, this is with their tier 2s. They've been holding their tier 2s, but, you know, these jungles aren't safe for them.
Yeah,
They need
they have
to
no vision
farm.
in their own jungle. This jungle is thoroughly owned by Lehigh here, or Carnegie. I keep getting these teams mixed up. It's Lehigh. It is Lehigh.
Yep, Lehigh on Dire.
Yeah. Void should, I think, focus on focusing Lehigh's jungle, I think. But tier 3 being attempted. But it is going against a Sniper and a Winter Wyvern. They're very good high ground heroes. I don't get that. Barely any damage taken. So, speaking of Mask of Madness, CZA has his Mask of Madness and Maelstrom finished, which means he is basically online to do damage into Chronosphere.
Looking at the net worth, though, all 3 Lehigh cores are sitting above the Carnegie cores, which, when you look at the net worth, they're above them, and with significant farming items being put into Carnegie, they're even further above. So it's going to take a little bit of farming for Carnegie to kind of get the upper hand. With the
Yeah, they have to
exception
play
of
the high ground
Sniper.
game.
Yeah.
Play the high ground into... Oh, yeah, another hook onto Soul, but he does manage a time walk before Dismember comes out.
Yeah, last time they got a very quick silence on him from Puck that prevented him from even attempting the time walk, and that was a very good play from the Puck. He like jumped, he blinked in to the hook travel path and silenced him as he was traveling back to the Pudge. It was a really nice play. I caught that, and I liked that a lot.
Yeah. Oh, there it actually has been a Hand of Midas on Victor. I'm not sure when he picked that up, but yeah, that is why he's been farming decently, staying on top of the Sniper. Basically, recommending this game is probably going to go for a decent bit of time, and there's going to be a lot of farming happening here. And he's going for the Radiance. I'm assuming he's going to go for the... Oh, he's going for Vlad's, actually changes his mind. So he feels like his team needs to have more early pressure. And Vlad's a very good pushing item, obviously, providing extra armor for your creeps. And Luna will appreciate the lifesteal as well. But yeah, Lehigh kind of running into a brick wall here of anti-push. And Kuyang throws a hook and finds Sniper. That's a perfect target.
Sniper. Yeah, that is going to buy them the space that they want to try and get high ground. They're right here at the mid tower. They don't have a creep wave, though, so they're going to be delayed up a little bit. But I don't think Sniper's going to be back by the time they start pressuring this tier 3. So they might just have to give it up. They don't really want to commit the economic damage of buying him back right here, right? But they also don't want to lose tier 3.
Yeah,
no,
they should
like when they
go
go to tier 3. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah,
they got Winter Wyvern. But he actually, Winter Wyvern going back to base for like 200 mana? That's not worth it. You gotta throw a Splinter Blast, man. Oh, the hook.
That hook almost hits public player. Victor's still up front, holding it. They've got 5 seconds to Sniper.
They got Ravage.
They've got Ravage into a Chrono with Sniper being able to TP in. Oira jumps in. He's going to be able to just use his ball back.
They actually almost lost this tier 3. I don't know. I think that was worth a ulti commitment from either at least the Winter Wyvern or the Ravage. One of them could have been just done to scare the other team off.
They could have just seen that Splinter Blast come out from an invisible Winter Wyvern.
There's literally an invisible Luna here with an Invis-drone, so... And she's actually stalking them. If she can break their smoke with her Invis-drone,
this could turn out really bad. Okay, she's not going to be found. Victor, he could be the one to get found. Pops the Shrine, immediately is going to get chronoed up. They're trying to put as much damage as they can into him. No split opportunity for him, so they will be able to pick him up, but... Oh, here we go. They're going to transition into their tier 1, but they have to be very careful that Luna doesn't... It's like 2 hits from Luna.
She's going to take this.
Going to go down. No one here to TP and
she
stop
got this.
it. Yep, she's absolutely got this. There's the 2 shots. They lose the tier 3. That's going to open up their shrines. That was not worth it.
They did take a tier 1 for themselves, however. Oh, Eclipse was committed. Looks like Echo Yang thought he had a hook. Oh, the Ravage completely whiffed.
But thanks to that Hurricane Pike, Luna was able to get out of there. Still no blink on Tidehunter, so hard to get in there. It's very close though. He's only about 250 gold away, in fact, exactly.
And with the Chronosphere and the Ravage being down, this is a time to take Roshan. Yeah, really not sure about the Ravage commitment. Oh, and they find the hook on Solo Brow, of course.
Solo Brow as well. I understand the Ravage commitment though. That's the first one that we've seen all game, right? Or maybe the second one.
Second.
There was one in the jungle fight, right?
Yeah. But that was like a really hard one to hit because Luna was so far away anyways. I feel like they should have known she had a Hurricane Pike.
Yeah, rough spot to be in, definitely.
Yeah. Alright, so Chronosphere going up in 20 seconds. Let's see what they can do with it against this Aegis up Luna. 8th lens also being completed on Pudge. Of course, 8th lens is cast range in 7.07. So you can really go fishing with this one. Oh, almost catch a CZA. But CZA has that Force Staff now.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower.
All right, all the outer towers are claimed. Lehigh is ready to try and take the high ground.
Yeah, it looks like they won't focus on this mid lane racks here.
Ooh, Sniper's got to be careful about going low ground like this. Assassinate's getting used onto Pudge, just kind of tracking his movement there. The high ground break does get harder and harder by the second for Lehigh, so they don't want to stall this out too much.
And of course, this has given time for the Ravage to come off cooldown as well, so they're going to have their full team fight ready. Although Faceless Void is not in here yet, he has TP right now. Of course, he doesn't have to initiate here. There's plenty of other heroes that can initiate.
They've got plenty of time to bait it out, or to get him back with Ravage and everything else. So he's putting some pressure in.
Luna's working on mid.
Oh yeah, she's gonna try and claim herself a range barracks if she can. Ooh, Split's not gonna clear the wave, but she's got a couple more shots. Dagging up on Puck, throwing it right into public player. They will be able to get that
hook shot onto Victor.
Forward there it is. It's onto Victor. Victor's gonna be able to split though. Now Solo Brow's in a bit of a hard position. Not quite where he wants to be. Public player taking quite a bit of damage. He's gonna use the Ravage. It's gonna catch onto 2. Or just the 1 actually. Assault now taking quite a bit of damage. This is the one with the Aegis, so they can't use too much on him. They have Faceless Void back now. And he's ready to go. No, where?
Oh, really?
Where? They didn't. Yeah, I think they could have committed for a kill on Assault there.
Yeah, he chronoed. He time walked backwards and sent him to the team. What was he afraid of? I'm not sure. But Ravage committed just to take down the Aegis.
Maybe it was an accidental double click for go backwards. Oh man, that is an annoying puck.
And Luna now also has a BKB. So they're slowly losing objectives here without taking big fights. I mean, I think they got to commit to a big fight. But I guess they are afraid of the fact that if they do with all their ultimates, that just gives the other team a free opportunity to take the entire base.
Yeah, but I mean, this is the game they gotta play, right? Is that they need
Yep.
to commit for these high ground holds, because if they can hold for a little bit, they buy themselves time back into this game, and then they have to go on the offensive to make sure.
Soul is in big
Soul.
trouble.
He's trying to fight now.
Actually, he turns around with
Microfire
Chrono?
he dodges the hook. He's gonna try to put
why
the
did he
damage into
stay?
Victor, but he stayed. Now he's getting dismembered from a mile away. They're going to be able to get the kill on him. Winter's Curse goes out onto Pudge. Pudge takes a considerable amount of damage, but won't go down. Now Public Player has to get back. Won't get hit by the hook, but heading his way back. Body blocked up and uses a smash on Victor. He's trying to get him. Oh no, they lost Soul as well. Or not Soul, excuse me, the Winter River. And Winter River does have buyback and will jump back in. Soul was already dead. They don't have creeps though, so backdoor protection keeps him in it for a little bit. Will finally go down, and they're working on the range racks here in the bottom. They're not sure if they have the damage here yet to take the melees, so they're doing a great job of just making sure they get something out of these range racks. They put a spin up onto Sniper. He's caught in the air right now. Cyclone from the Spirit Panda. Hook won't be able to catch him. Hook won't pull him out of that anymore. So they've got another spin up. They're just buying time with this Storm Panda. Now another hook. There we go. That one's going to connect onto Sniper. Immediately gets blown up by the Dagon. Solo Brow has to try and get out of here, but he's taking quite a bit of damage. Trying to get out with the Glimmer Cape, but he will go down. Yumi very close to dead, going back into the fountain. And that's 2 full lanes cleared now. And things are getting very, very hard for Carnegie at this point. Assassinate comes out.
Assault barely survives that assassination. Yeah, very questionable chrono there by Soul, and I thought at least after the using the chrono he would just try to run out, but he stayed trying to get like a couple more right clicks in, but it just ended up with him getting caught at the very end. So not too sure what the decision to use that chrono there.
Yeah, their big strengths here are defending high ground, and they're using their cooldowns not to defend high ground.
No.
And fighting elsewhere where they're not as strong.
Yeah, like they're so conservative about keeping their ultis in times where they should be using their ultis, but
and then really liberal with their ulti usage at times where it's not a good situation for it.
Yeah, like that fight with Soul just catch with this Chronosphere just by himself. You know, what's the best case scenario there? You know, like he doesn't have the damage to kill anyone with his build right now. So it was a defensive one at best, which I understand, but if you use it defensively, you kind of need to get run out, right?
Yeah, or else it defeats the purpose of it.
Yeah, defeats the purpose of using the chrono and then dying afterwards.
Well,
so lines being drawn on the map here.
Yeah, all the shrines were claimed a while ago. Do you think they might wait out the Roche? Minimum spawn is in a minute, or they look like they're ready to crack it now.
Yeah, they know they have the net worth advantage. They're feeling really confident. Oh my god! CZA just gets instantly blown. Yeah, the game's over. The game's over. Like
yeah,
when that happens.
They've got a chrono, but no real damage to put into it. They use the Winter's Curse, and they're going to be able to put a bit of damage into Pudge, but not that much. Now jumping.
Yeah, Luna wasn't caught in it. Oh my god.
Puck once again just being so annoying with this Dagon. Public player is going to be dismembered up. He's taking the full duration of that. Ice Path keeps him in place a little bit longer. He's going to get put into a little safety net, but the Eclipse puts him in a bad spot. He's got the Glimmer Cape, keeps him alive a little bit longer. One more shot. Oh, that hook is almost going, but Puck once again with the Dagon. They've claimed the third set of barracks, and now they are ready. Solo Brow gets a nice cogs pushing Echo Yang forward, and they could get some damage into him, but GG is finally called from Sol, and that'll be game one going to Lehigh.
Oh my god, Echo Yang with those hooks. Echo Yang played incredibly well this game. I mean, Pudge is always a hero that's a big question mark because he either kind of like runs the game with the tempo, and or sometimes he's just completely useless. And this game, Echo Yang made all the space his team wanted. Won his team the early game, and then that let him transition really well into the mid game. Of course, that was a big threat to the sniper. That constantly when they were always running into these walls, into this high ground, Echo Yang was kind of finding these hooks on the sniper, which let them take the high ground pushes, which lets them take down all the tier 2s. So very well played by him. And these kind of big ulti team fights, sometimes when you look at it, it looks like it's an easy to execute team because you just press ultis and you're good, but it really isn't, right? I mean, we just saw there with Carnegie just constantly being indecisive about how to use their ultis, when to use their ultis, how to combo it together. And we never really saw a wombo combo the one time in the entire game, and even they didn't even really threaten it very much. I felt like Lehigh was just kind of posturing the whole time, and they were playing the brave ones, and they never really cared.
Now, question for that game. Carnegie, do you think that when they were losing their outer towers, that they should have shown up and fight as a team? Because they are a team fight. I know that Lehigh was a little bit stronger fighting earlier, but do you think that it really came down to that they needed to just defend their towers and buy that space earlier rather than kind of depending on the low or instead of depending on trying to hold the high ground?
Yeah, I mean, I wish they had more resistance for tier 2s. I don't mind losing tier 1s fast because it's going against a lineup that's very strong and they're good at pushing. And so some of the tier 1s are very hard to defend. But tier 2s, yes, definitely. I think Public Player deciding to go for a no blink Tylanter build was a mistake in this game because he really need to initiate there. There were, I guess, depending on the faces, Void to initiate, but that's not exactly what you want because your faces Void. If he's an offlaner, that's fine, but he's your safe laner. He is your big source of damage, so he does need to be kind of prioritized to dealing the damage here. But unfortunately, he was the one that's forced to initiate, and I guess they were trying to follow up Winter's Curse, but like Lehigh played so well around the Winter's Curse. They never caught Luna in it once, so there was not enough damage to ever kill anyone, and that just meant there was no initiation. And I think Tylander should have gone Blink first, because if you got Blink first, then defending tier 2 gets super easy, right? You blink onto Luna because she's on Luna and Jakiro, because they're pushing together all the time, and then you followed up with a Chrono, and they're both dead.
Yeah, I can understand the merits of the mech. Yeah. But after the mech, it looked like he almost had a blink done, and then after that's when he got the hood up, right?
Yeah. If he just went for a frontliner Tide build, which can be alright. It can be alright in this kind of team as well, but you have to win the early game. Because if you win the early game and have a frontline Tide build, you just kind of walk up high ground and you're like, well, you're going to fight me, and then fight into Chrono Ravage, and people won't. So that's why this defensive build can be good, but it doesn't work when you're on the defensive rather than the offensive.
Yeah. Very good points. So any recommendations for either of these teams coming into game number 2?
I would like to see, I guess, Carnegie play a little more decisively, a little more confidently. I don't feel like they ran this draft with confidence. I don't feel like their draft was wrong. It was rather they just kind of felt like they were on the back foot the whole time, and they just kind of played too carefully.
All right, everyone, we are going to take a short break while the next lobby goes up. Send you back to the wait screen, and we'll see you guys for game number 2 of Lehigh versus Carnegie Mellon.